Hi, I'm here at Hampton Court, an almost 500-year-old royal palace, and most notably, the former residence of King Henry VIII and his 6 wives. Let's take a brief look at King Henry and his beautiful riverside palace. We'll start with a brief overview of King Henry VIII. King Henry ruled from 1509 to 1547, and in that time had 6 different wives. Here are their names and fates in order from first to last. Catherine of Aragon's marriage was annulled. Anne Boleyn's marriage was annulled, and she was later beheaded. Jane Seymour died of childbed fever. Anne of Cleves was another annulment, and Catherine Howard's marriage was annulled, and she was later beheaded. The only marriage that was free of royal tampering, except for Jane Seymour's natural death, was King Henry's marriage to Catherine Parr, which outlasted Henry, as he died in 1547. While unconventional and seemingly purposeless, these marriages yielded some very famous children. Queen Mary I, or Bloody Mary, Queen Elizabeth I, and King Edward VI. And now, for a little on the palace itself. Hampton Court was built in 1514 by its original owner, Cardinal Wolsey, the Archbishop of York. At the time, Cardinal Wolsey was at the top of royal favor and one of the most powerful people in England behind the king. However, after losing much royal favor years later, Cardinal Wolsey gave his palace to King Henry in 1525. The palace could comfortably house 44 guests, and the kitchen could feed around 600 courtiers at one time. For a palace at that point in history, those numbers are very impressive. Some other famous characteristics of Hampton Court are the chimneys that cover the rooftop, around 300, the Tudor-style tennis court, and the garden maze. While it was once the place of kings and queens, the palace has been free of royalty since the 18th century, and has been open to the public since 1838. I hope you'll enjoy learning a bit about Hampton Court, as well as its most famous and infamous resident.